after her surgery, and I said no. I said she'll be right. She'll do what she's told, and she did. Every time she went to the leak, I told her not to, and she wouldn't. She'd look at me and go, "But I want to," and it's like, no.
Right now.
Huzzah.
Huzzah.
Good thing this music only lasts a minute.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Aussie Modelers Live. We've got Paul, Bilge, Jeffro, Dom, Jimmy, and myself here tonight. Welcome, Athel, in the comments in the chat there. Good to see you all. It's looking a bit cold where Bilge is. He's got his big, thick jumper on. Chicago looks like it's not that warm either.
It's currently 6 degrees Celsius here right now.
Good grief, Charlie Brown. Now I've got to depart for a tiny 5 minutes or so. Grab me coffee and my darling wife on Mother's Day, as she keeps saying. She's not my mother, but has cooked dinner. So what we're going to do, Scotty's in the house, welcome, mate, is I'm going to let Dom take over tonight for the first cab off the rank.
Holy crap.
But we all need to give a big huzzah to Jeffro. We really appreciate him being here. Huzzah!
Better late than
Dom,
never.
David of the Valleys, everybody's rocking up. Please hit that like, get us moving. Cheers, guys. Dom, you have the comms.
Okay, the question. You want to know the question?
No, mate, no. We
Not
just
yet.
tell us what you've been doing. I'll let you know when the question thing is.
Okay. What I'm doing on the moment, I go show Jason how to build a 250 DTO. This is my one for now. You see a lot of orange peel on it. I need to wet sand it, and that's what I go to do in a minute. I have a special part for it. My rims are absolutely terrible, so I make a decision and go build my own rims. I'm buying this one.
It comes with the wires.
Yes, and then you have exactly, Jim, the wires, and that is in this little tube.
And
I need to glue that one for one.
Yeah.
There's a lot of work. I go try to enjoy it. These are the tires. The quality of the tire is absolutely amazing. Oh, come on.
There it is. You got it. Perfect. Hold it right there.
Nice cross. Nice cross plot.
Beautiful. That is awesome.
That is for the 250 DTO.
You mean that's the model that Jason couldn't build?
Yeah, that is exactly the model what Jason not can build. Yes.
just wanted to clarify that for the audience.
This is my Corvette C5 cup wire. I painted in zero paints, Xenos blue. I got that blue. I got that paint from the UK from Simon. Simon sent me that, and I painted yesterday. I need to wet sand it. But I think it is a little bit too wet to sand it. You have here a couple spots that need to wet sand out. I go a little bit too fast, maybe. It's really hard color of hard paint to paint with your airbrush.
Yeah, it looks a little patchy.
It looks like it was beating up on the.
I thought it was Navajo, not Apache.
And
Well,
then
well,
I'm
it's Corvette.
absolutely happy with this one. This is the Mazda RX-7 Alpha model. This is from Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift from that guy Han that drive in this car. And you can see I had a lot of tape work, masking tape work. That was absolutely a pain in the ass to do. This little one, and here on the back was not easy to do, but I did it. Only the black side I need to wet sand it a little bit. I have a couple spots in it. What I have more with the order with the wheels. I ordered this little end tips from Zoom On for the Porsche 911 DT3 RS. I got the skeleton decals for the DT3 RS for the Porsche, and I got a couple freebies from Zoom On. You spend there a little bit more money then you can got freebies. I got this one for free, and I got the Audi.
So did you just say the deal is if you spend a little bit more money, you get freebies?
Yeah, you spend a little bit. I think after 50 euros or something, you got extra stuff for free.
If you spend extra money, you get free things.
Yeah. Yeah, I spent let me say 65, 70 euros or something.
Don't know.
The most expensive was the wheels. That was 37 euros or something. Yeah, that was the most expensive stuff. But that's not the problem. So yeah, that's what I'm building on the moment. But I have more. I got my I'm building for a really long time, over a year now, or really close to a year, building the Chevy Bel Air 55 1/16 scale. And I was absolutely not happy with the engine. The engine was absolutely terrible. So what I did, I asked a friend in the UK. I say, you have a 3D printer. Can you print something for me? Yeah, of course, no problem. Does he print a big block for me?
Oh, could you put a proper engine in it?
Oh yeah, now there's an absolutely proper engine now. This is absolutely really high detailed and
Turbo 400 gearbox. Oh, with shift pods. Hang on, it's it is an automatic. It looks like it might be a 650. Very flashed on.
yeah. I think I have. Then you can see the numbers on it. This is an 573 or something.
572.
572, yes. And you can see that on the head. We say head covers, I think. Yeah.
Rocker covers, yep.
Is that nice or not?
That's about
Very
9
nice.
litres, Tom.
That's poorly.
Yeah, it go fit
Yeah.
in that car. I think it go fit really.
It will
really
fit, Tom.
straight.
It will fit because I've done it.
Yeah, you need to send maybe a little bit out of the wheel fenders and inside.
No.
No,
No.
that go fit. You sure?
Yes.
Cool.
Hang on. This one I preferred earlier.
Okay. We could try it in the future,
But-
not now.
I don't want to hear you complaining about the dust.
Okay. I buy a couple things in the store. Mr. Hobby cotton straps for really tiny things. I buy the little caps for the Mr. Hobby cleaners and everything, thinners.
Oh, Harry's in the house, everybody.
Evening,
I,
Harry.
Huzzah!
A little change
Hello, Harry.
for my diorama. What I'm building, I need a couple change for that. I want to do that on the diorama. Yeah, that is a little bit what I did the last couple days, week. And I got a stand from Andy, Windstar scale model. He make that stands and I'm really happy with it. And he make a stand. This is for an alpha model, that little blue thing on the inside. That's basically for an alpha model, but you can use it for this one too.
Very good, mate.
Yeah,
Very good.
I'm really happy.
So Paul is going to show us your.
Yeah, that's motor.
The only thing you have to do, Dom, is move the radiator forward.
Question, Paul.
Ah,
Yes, Bilge?
Is the firing order correct?
Yes.
Starts every time.
And you'll notice it's got a proper power assisted brake master cylinder in it, so it'll stop.
With the vacuum line connected.
Yes. Pretty pointless not
Okay.
having the vacuum line connected. And
I
that's a
can do that.
454, Dom. Dom, that's a 454, so it's a physically bigger engine than the 572 you're putting in.
Okay.
Hey, Paul, what's that on the passenger side guard?
Passenger side guard.
Looks
Yeah.
like dust.
Oh, hang on. Yeah, that's dust.
Oh my
I'm
God.
sorry. I'm looking at Ask About Face. No, I was looking at the passenger side guard, actually.
Yeah, it's American car. See?
American.
Oh,
That's
sorry.
dust, Dom.
Driver side guard was what I was looking at then.
Oh, that's the 55.
Yes, Dom. Same one as you're doing.
Ah, empty.
And the 55 wagon is downstairs.
Ah,
And so I put different wheels on it.
okay.
Well, I figured I had to handle 454.
And what
That's-
Australian rock band was named after that?
572. Oh, cool.
That's a supercharged one, though.
Ah,
So the 572 is based on the modern LS block, not the old cast iron blocks.
So again, what Australian rock band was named after that car?
No, they weren't named after this car.
Or the car that you did?
I think it was B52s, but that's not
No,
Australian.
old
You
55.
mean- Yeah, they were named after the Holden old 55. Because there was the
Oh my
lead singer
God,
was
fuck
F.J.
yeah,
Holden.
Look, he's chewing something.
He's gumming it to death.
Down a bone. It's all good.
Thanks, Elkie. You hid my laughing.
Right. We're going to James, we're going to put him on the spot. Since he turned up late.
Ah, shit happens.
It does, mate.
What's been happening?
Well, mate, this is why we are waiting for you to speak.
Oh, I got really nothing exciting going on. I'm still working on my Saab Gripen Revell kit.
Is it a gripping
Yeah.
build?
Sorry, mate.
Is it a gripping build?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Sorry.
It's surprising that most of the Grippins are all, well, except for the E model kits that are definitely more recent. But the high percentage of all the earlier Grippin kits are all from the early release, like prototype.
Yeah.
First model, yeah. So none of them are really probably truly updated to what they probably should be. But you know what? It's all right. I'm enjoying it. These are the very boring factory markings, and apparently 825 was their test plane, was the number for the test plane. So I'm thinking of doing something different and maybe making it a what if, but a what if, a what type of what if, I'm not sure.
Hey, Marcus. At least they're only small planes. They won't take up a lot of room in your display cabinet.
No, that's right. I was actually hoping I still had some Kiwi decals, but I don't. So it won't be a Kiwi bird.
We can get pictures of sheep anywhere.
Oh,
Yeah, well, that's
Marcus, welcome in. Marcus has joined us. That's nice.
Morning,
Hey,
Marcus.
Mark.
Oh, evening, Marcus.
Marcus Yoda.
Something.
Yep, no.
But not much else has been going on.
How's Tim going with the BMX?
He hasn't ridden at all this week because he broke his toe last Saturday.
Ooh,
Hey.
badly or just a moderate injury?
It was a pretty good fracture on the X-ray.
Okay. Boy.
So he hasn't been on his bike at all this week.
Okay.
Which, unfortunately for him, means he's going to be he's lost a week of training. But anyway,
Have you done the loving fatherly role, or said we have to send you for a brain scan?
Well, no, I did take him to the minor injuries unit for the X-ray and all that. And it's like, oh well, not much can happen. It's happened. So, actually, the thing I did say to him was maybe no more trampoline places when you've got BMX competitions and work to do.
Oh, so he did it on the trampoline?
At a trampoline place, yeah. He was trying to jump from the trampoline onto one of the walls.
Oh,
15-year-old boys do.
Yeah, no more stuntman stuff.
Damn that gravity.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Since
Yeah.
BMX,
Very good,
parkour
Paul.
was another thing, buddy.
Yeah.
So,
Jason, just a picture to share for Marcus.
Okay. All right, we're going to go. Well, thanks, James. Awesome update, mate. Cheers.
I wonder if it's a B-52 Metal Earth.
Hey, Marcus, Metal Earth. Smoking Crow Studios, welcome.
Oh, hey.
Crows.
James.
There we go.
Another James joins the.
And there you go, Dom. €1 is 1.67, or say $1.68 Australian.
No, Marcus, I wasn't joking.
So you must be a very rich man, Dom.
Just that we're very poor.
No, I'm not
Yes.
rich.
Yeah, don't get me started with that bloody idiot we got as a treasurer. But anyway,
€1 is $1.60.
8.
68.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Then I go check. How much is
No, Jesus didn't buy it, Marcus. Good God, my man.
No,
He couldn't afford it.
he thought I was winding him up,
Oh, hell no.
and I was.
Right, we're going to
Find
go
the
to
beach
young
29,
Paul.
sorry. Okay.
Well, we're focusing on young Paul. Paul's got a bit to share. He's been creative and everything.
Right. What I'm doing is scraping the salt off the parts of the Panamag. So, just taking all the bits and making it look patchy and used.
That looks like a
Weathered.
brush.
So if I can do this without losing it this time. That's where it's
Okay.
up to at the moment.
Wow. Cool.
Oh, okay. You put together the track links. I love to hate.
And hate to love.
Oh man, give me bloody stuff.
And you do the underside. Who's going to see the underside? Except for
Me.
us.
What happens when it falls off the shelf? Duh.
Yeah. Hang on, where's that Harrier?
Yeah, Bilge,
Nice.
are you
Just
going the way of Malcolm Childs and not painting the bottom of your armor kits? And do you do that to your ships too? You leave the hulls just bare plastic?
Oh, fuck yeah. If I don't see it, you don't see it.
No, that's true.
Typical Stoker.
Well, if that's the case, I shouldn't have done this then.
Oh
I go
my!
live in Australia.
What's that, Dom?
I go live in Australia.
Why's that,
Why?
mate?
I have what I got in euros. You change that in Australian dollars, then you have 2,345 Australian dollars a month.
Okay,
won't last long.
that'll get you a tank of fuel or half a tank of fuel.
Yeah. That'll get you a train pass and a bus pass, Don.
That might do
Unlimited.
you a fortnight.
Unlimited all day,
Yeah.
by the way, those bus passes and train passes. One day only. And that's on our free public transport.
Hang on, it's free.
Yeah.
That's why I don't use it.
Well, it'll take you more than one day to get anywhere from one
Don't
point
worry,
to another.
Paulie, I need
Australia
oil
anyway.
staining in my APC in the engine bay.
And what about
Yeah.
what else you got there, Paulie? That trike you're working on, and
Oh yeah, there's that ridiculous thing.
Oh my! Is that the Merlin?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got to be another Merlin.
it is.
Mertrike, ain't it?
Yes, got a merch, right? No, that sounds like something that swims underwater.
I don't think it'd be any good on the golf course.
I don't think it'd be any good on the road.
I could just see the
Yeah.
buff ripping up bloody third fairway in that thing.
I
he'd
reckon
be
those.
sitting in the- he'd be sitting in one spot, yeah, buried to the axle.
The forks, I think, just don't get. They must be just solid steel. And that
Yeah, the
suspension,
springs are painted on.
that spring of suspension. Yeah, I don't know
Yeah.
what that's made out of.
That thing's gonna
Titanium.
work. Yeah, and that's the gate I'm working on.
Yeah, you done a great job on that, mate. Parramatta colours and all.
What,
By
purple
accident.
and yellow?
No, that looks like blue and yellow.
It looks
Purple.
like purple for me.
Purple, well, we can't have that. That's offensive.
That's Melbourne.
Yeah, we don't need that in our lives.
Even my wife just said it's Melbourne Storm.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that'll be a crash test car.
Right. Well,
I'll put the
we,
5.7 in it.
very good. Hang on. Scotty's models has travelled 200 kilometres on 390 the last time I was in Melbourne.
He went to sleep and forgot to get off.
Yeah, they didn't book him.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I went from Swan Hill to Melbourne, and it cost me on the train. It cost me $12 something. So yeah, it's not bad.
Right. Well, we're going to do a bit of a surprise here. Jeffro, you're up there,
Oh.
mate. Let me organise your images here, sir.
Yeah, all right. Huzzah, Jimmy. I haven't had time to do a real lot. I had we went and had a lovely lunch with my sister today at Bellingen Pub I guess it was Mother's Day, and it was a good excuse. That was nice. Haven't seen her for a while.
Not Tuesday.
Been just fluffing around with my Stuka, just doing that really. I had this wild, crazy idea to do a winter scheme on that, and so I'm looking up lots and lots of different ways of doing that. And I've got some of that AK washable winter camo, and I've tried it on some old models, and it just didn't like it. Just didn't. It was sort of too patchy. Didn't come out anything like what they do on YouTube. So in the end, what I did was I painted it with some chipping fluid, and as soon as the chipping fluid went off, I got some insignia white on it. I just put the insignia white on it very lightly, just as a very very light coat, and I'll probably put some more on it tomorrow. And the chipping fluid's working quite well, but it was getting dark, and I
looks good.
I only put the one coat on it, and so now I need to go and put some more on it first thing tomorrow morning, and then madly sort of. I know chipping fluid doesn't really sort of go off too quickly, so I've got a little while. But
wow,
chipping fluid.
That looks great, Jeffro.
Yeah, pretty happy with it.
You put a coat of matte varnish on that, and you're going to have yourself a beautiful. That looks fantastic. I don't know. From what I'm seeing, that looks great. Were you intending it to look like that?
Look, I had an idea. I saw some really good designs. I saw some that were like a sort of a tiger stripe. I saw another one where you mask off sort of lines just with, I don't know what you call it. You just mask off areas with just masking liquid, going sort of all over like a crackle sort of a pattern, and you just go over that and paint. Then you just toe the. Anyway, and that was all right, and I thought, that's a bit of a task. So in the end, I took the easy way out, and I just did the sort of patchy speckle over it, and yeah, there's just a couple of areas that just aren't thick enough because the light was going off in the garage when I was doing it, and so I looked at it and I thought, that's sort of not quite.
Well, to me, it looks pretty good. I mean, that looks. I mean, you got to remember those airplanes were painted in the field.
Yeah,
that winter camo, so kind of anything goes.
Yeah, it was very, very random. I mean, they did all sorts of stuff. So that bit there, that front cowling there, like for some stupid reason, I missed that bit.
Don't worry about that. You can.
Got to go back and do that tomorrow.
Yeah, you can go with the airbrush real light if you want to. Put some on there.
I was really pretty happy with that. What sort of went on just kind of nice and lightly, so that's kind of good. Yeah. That bit of the wing there, I sort of probably need to. And the good thing about it, if you put it on light enough, you can just redo it. If you bugger up a bit, you can just put it on over it and do it again. So it's kind of going all right. And I didn't put the spats on it. I just I put it on without the spats.
Well, a lot of times, Jeffro, the Germans removed those because the mud would catch the inside and wedge the wheel, so they removed them, made it easier to operate from those. Yeah,
that's right. But in late winter,
in the Soviet Union.
In late winter when they had the Rasputitsa.
Oh, there's mud that they were taking off in.
I put a bit of plumbing on that. I couldn't get a clear picture of how the plumbing actually went on the cannon there, so I just kind of made up something. I just stuck them in.
That's still good. I mean, some is better than none.
Well, Yeah. Oh no, it wasn't bad. I just had some lead wire and some fuse wire, and sort of turned out all right.
Yeah.
So, I tried it on this old model, and I thought, oh no, this is really, really going well. And in the end, I thought, oh bugger it, let's just give it a go. And it actually didn't turn out too bad. And the chipping fluid's sort of doing its job. So there's a few areas I'll put it on a little more solid tomorrow and back to it. Yeah.
Well, my experience with chipping fluid is mixed results.
Me too.
Sometimes it works. Sometimes
don't get mad with them yet. Later. What are you doing? You got mad.
Hang on.
Oh, what have you done?
Yep.
That's the big question.
Hang on, I'm trying to remove it. Where the fuck?
Oh.
I'm trying to press the mouse over here, and I'm on the other fucking screen.
Everyone's going to get excited for nothing.
That's all good.
Anyway, yeah. So that's quite a bit, really. Yeah. So that's all. Back to you in the studio.
All right, mate.
Oh, holy cow! You scared me. I saw this ugly face on the screen. I thought it was you, Jason. It's me.
Yeah, well, I do have that effect on people's head. Nightmares.
Well, tonight I am working on this little Jeep trailer. Here it is. The utility truck, because they can't use the word Jeep. Tacom kit. I'm working on the trailer itself. I'm just putting that together. That's what I'll be doing while I'm on here live.
Why can't they use the word Jeep?
Probably for licensing reasons. It's probably too bloody expensive. I bet the
good God,
the people that own the copyright to that
Chunky's in
a number, and they said no.
Jim, technically it wasn't.
Hey, Chunk's in there. Oh, and first of all, I'd like to say Happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there, and those who are fortunate enough to have that special someone in their lives. It's mother of their children. So here's to you, moms, and to mine, who's long departed but never forgotten.
My wife said thank you, Jim.
My week. Oh well, hey, it's your day, moms, and you deserve it. You deserve every day's Mom's Day for me. My week has been in doggy daycare. My dog had surgery on his knee on Tuesday, and my best mates who live upstairs, they work during the day, so I'm watching the dog during the daytime hours, and it's physical therapy I'm giving them. Literally, you look up passive range of motion physical therapy for canines, and you'll see what has to be done. It's not hard. It's just you got to do it regularly and walking him a little bit, and he's a very active dog, so he's not taking too well to this very limited activity he's going through. But everything looks good so far, and it's about an 8 to 12 week recovery period. So he's going to be sidelined for a while, and that's pretty much what I do during the day. Now, this is not going to be a regular thing. I mean, ideally, he's going to progress where we won't need to be nearly so intense with the physical rehab and everything. But that's been pretty much my week. Jason, you have the images of what I did do this week. I'm closing in on finishing up the Key 100. There it is. No, that's not the ones I sent you. That's from last.
So I'm just leading into it.
Okay, yeah, that's okay. Now this is what I got done up to this point. I put on some varnish that really didn't do what I wanted. It gave it a semi gloss finish. I wanted it dead flat, and I realized I used the wrong brand. Never send a boy to do a man's job. So I'm going to be I'm moving on to another brand of varnish, which works much, much better. And it is this here, which I should have gone with from the first, which is
hang on, mate.
Can't find it too much anymore in the United States, and I can't order from Poland.
Hang on.
There it is. The Taka. Very good stuff. Very, very good stuff. But you can't find this in the States. I don't know if anybody is a distributor of it, and I can't order it direct from Poland anymore, thanks to the Trump administration. So, you know, you can go back to the images now, Jason. Thank you. So I'm going to use that to give that airplane the dead flat finish that I wanted. You go to the other images, you can see they're chipping a little bit better on the fuselage, and really did turn out very good. The color is I hand painted those you see those red Japanese symbols on the flying surface. Yeah, and that thin red line, I painted that on. I saw a few details that were omitted in the kit through some photographs, and so I added those by hand. I painted that. Decals were great. I mean, they really did. I was very surprised, and pleasantly so, for a 50-year-old model. If you go around the other images, you can see also where the walkway and the chipping on the fuselage turned out great. I mean, that was done over that's a lacquer paint that's covering that's the primary color, that brown, that khaki green. Oh, hi, Tiff. Tiffany's in. Hello, Tiff.
Tiff.
So it chipped very well. I was very, very happy with that. And as you can see, you know, it's got that look that I wanted with Japanese aircraft. In fact, it's, you know, that's probably on the modest side. I've seen some aircraft that are like half stripped of their paint, but I didn't want to go too far. You know, the old rule of thumb in weathering is less is more. So, but yeah, I added the little stencil decals. Again, the decals behaved exceptionally well. I only had a few that gave me trouble, but for the most part, you know, I free-handed the separation line between the silver and the top color. I was trying to use some sausages on there to give me a slightly fogged separation line, but it didn't work. So I removed it and just went at it freehand, and it was okay. It's a tip for all you youngsters out there. Make sure you buy a quality airbrush. I bought a cheap airbrush for like $25 American with a 0.2 needle in there, and I keep it just for doing fine work. Well, the mechanics of the airbrush is, well, you get what you pay for. It doesn't atomize, and it doesn't spray very fine detail all that well. Get that face out of there. Damn, you're gonna ruin it. Anyway, that's my progress, and I will turn it back over to you, Mr. Bailey.
Okay, mate. Thank you very, very much. Glad Puppy's getting along, and yeah, very, very good. Right, we're going to, you know, what were you saying about, you know, best left? What was the quote there you had before?
Less is more.
Yeah, less is more, and it's like saying don't put a stoker in
don't send a boy to do a man's job.
Yeah, don't do a boy. Yeah. Don't send a boy to set. Don't send a boy to do a man's job. Don't send a stoker in the direct sunlight. You know, same thing. Speaking of which, how are you, buddy?
Oh, look at the
Bill, you're looking better.
Oh, looks thrilled.
Yeah. Hello, Poochie. What the ears? The ears give him like a bat dog appearance.
Bring the dog back. We like the dog.
Be like if Batman had a dog, I think that would be the dog Batman would have.
Up. Kaya, come on. Kaya, come on. Up. Come on. Up. There's my big girl. There's
that is a dog. I like that one.
There's my big
Oh, what a sweetie. Yeah, she's a good girl.
Bless you.
Bless you.
Thank you. Pardon me.
All right. Well, enjoying my last week off. Back to work Tuesday because Monday's my RDO. Besides that, my boy started his first week of duty at the station this week, and second day in, and he was actually took part in his first arrest. So pretty exciting times for him. But
Must have
besides
been an
that,
uncomfortable situation to be cuffed by his son.
let's just say I gave him a fucking good run for his money. But no, I've sort of got this thing mounted and started doing a little bit to it, and I'm just sort of
Wow.
I'm getting
poking
seasick.
away at it, and that's basically where I'm up to. And I'll, poke around, finish a little bit more
Hold
on
it
the
still or I'll throw up. Ugh.
But besides that, I've just been chilling, taking it easy, and just enjoying a bit of time off and some free time and hanging out with my dogs because I don't get much of that. And and I spent an awesome couple of days with the family, as you saw last Sunday, on a very special occasion, which it meant a lot to me, and his name's gone up on my honor wall. So yeah,
Awesome, mate.
not
Absolutely
much more
awesome.
to add.
Oh, I'm going to see if this is how much glare or whatever I've got here. I'm going to just whip the camera around.
Yeah, that's over and done with. I can actually get stuck into something.
Right, okay. I'm just looking for me bit of black cardboard now. I've had an interesting time. There's me bit of black cardboard. And
Hey, Bob, can you do something for me, please?
what,
I forgot
mate?
the most important bit. Can you
What
just
do you
say to all mothers, past and present, Happy Mother's Day?
I don't need to
forgot
because
the-
you're on a microphone and it's coming through the YouTube thing. And you just said it.
said
I
it.
know, but
Okay, on behalf of Bilge, I'd like to thank all the mothers out there today. I hope you had a great, fantastic day. This is coming at you live from Bilge Rat, the man who cares in Lismore, New South Wales. Thanks, Bilge. Next caller, please. That about good, Bill?
Jason, you have a face for radio.
Yep, used to do it a lot. Jimmy, for serious. But anyway, rightio. We are currently, and I'm not sure if I'm going to use that camera. I might try this one. Just tilt it down. Right. Hey, that's a face for radio there. All right. Okay. I'm going to move it here. Let's try it down. There.
I'm stuck.
So as I was saying, I've had some fun times with this ship so far. I've got some photo trail on. Yeah, as you can see. Audio, stay focused there.
Seeing Marcus is in chat, Jason, could you not say photo etch so often?
Photo etch.
Yeah,
Marcus
please say photo etch. Don't say photo etch too often.
Beetlejuice.
I agree with him.
No, I mean, the devil's medal is what I like to call it. But anyway, I don't have that much of a drama with it. So that's just one section there.
I love me some good 1200 piece photo etch.
Audio. And so we're moving into this. Now, I am going to be, you can see the size of that. I will be hand making a few rails, a few of these fences myself, because it doesn't cover every part of the ship. I will be using some 0.045 millimeter. I will be using, I mean, I know this is above and beyond and all that sort of stuff and don't need to do it. And I'll be using some 0.2 millimeter.
Is this because you lost a bit?
No, I found that bit. So that's good.
Cool.
But this is just extra stuff. So 0.2 mil and 0.55 to do some just some extra touches on it. Bits and pieces. I'll just move this out of the way. So I'll give you an idea, and I've got some 0.1.
Should just use your pubic hair, mate. They'll be about the same thickness.
Mate,
That's perfect.
I wish I had some. I mean, we do age, we do go bald in places, and I don't want to show a photo, but anyway.
I don't know how you'd stretch it out.
Yeah. But anyway, you wouldn't want to get confused what's what. So that's 0.1, 0.1. So I'll be using that as well. Part of the radar array going there. This will be getting some railing and extra stuff on it as well. And thank you everybody for tuning in on a Tuesday night. Really appreciate it. I was expecting a certain tool to come in. Just in case who turns up, I don't want her to miss out. And that'd be just rude, I believe. Not being inclusive. So we all know this is the Trumpeter USS North Carolina, and not everything fits. I know, shock horror. Things don't line up. This is supposed to sit snugly, even with these lugs, which don't want to go in. But the reason they probably don't want to go in is because inside this section here and here, it's just, it's off about 0.0 whatever, sort of. But that goes there. This lines up behind it, and it's all supposed to wrap neatly around. And the result is supposed to be one continuous piece, but no. So a bit of work to do on that. It's not that difficult, but a bit of work to do on that. I believe I've shown you the 5 inches are there. Now I did notice that I have to add. I've still got to do a bit of tiny bit of seam filling there, just on the back here. Little hatchway, entrance hatch, and exit hatch, I suppose. And there is a bit of P that goes on each of those, so that will be then bonito on those. Once I've filled up the gaps at the top, then I shall move on to finishing that little bit of PE off, and we'll be off to the races with that. What else have I got here? Where is that little container? So I've done most of the stairs. I've folded most of the stairs.
Ladders,
stairs.
Hey, you're a Navy man.
Yeah, well, most of the ladders. I've got another little box of them somewhere here. There is one completed little sucker here. Here we go. Focus there. So being 1/350 scale, it is rather minute. But as a man used to playing with small things, naturally every small thing fits right in the palm of my hand. So there we go. There's that. All the sides are done on it. What can I put that in comparison to?
Keep it in your pants.
Yeah, so, there's the end of, these are just normal tweezers. And very, very tall, very small and minute. But very proud, very happy with the result. All the angles are right. And yeah, everything's been turned out and ready to rock and roll. All the bulkheads have all their photo etch on them. All been drilled out and all ready to go. So that's where I'm at with that. Mother's Day today, pretty quiet time in the big city here. Not much to see. And yeah. That's where I'm at with that. Again, yeah, I don't mind the con. PE, mate. I just take my time, super serious time, and yeah, I don't let it get the best of me. But anyway, we'll get rid of my ugly head off the bench here now. And we've nearly hit the hour mark. So if you haven't, I know that I think it was Aubrey has sent his answer in, but let's just say 10 past in another 19 and a half minutes. We're going to get the answers because Bilge has we'll be getting the answers to Bilge's question. And he is giving away the ship, which he probably has right near him, and he won't whinge about having to get it out because he will have it ready to rock and roll. So if you're in the chat, you need to, and yep, he's looking for it.
What the fuck?
So just to,
nothing like organization.
so just a
No, I've been
refresher.
doing shit and it got moved.
Just a
Personal
refresher.
assistant have a day off, Bilge?
Say again?
Did your personal assistant have a day off today?
No, I've just been moving shit around, so.
Were you were you
Oh,
like
wow.
were you like that in your service days, Bilge? I can't find the boiler
Oh.
anywhere. Where the hell is it?
He's a stoker. He couldn't find shit.
Oh, those are fighting words.
But anyway, getting back to the question. My wife said, no, we haven't got an answer yet. No, I'm just, honey, calm down. What World War II battle do you find to be the most honourable? Okay.
Well, that
Now,
eliminates
you
just
have to
about anything
guess.
the German army did.
You have to guess what Bilge's battle would have been. Now, as I said, we've got 18 minutes before. So if you're in the chat, you haven't thought about it, the email is right there, madosmod@gmail.com. And Bilge, can you bring it up on screen again, please, mate? You go big screen with that wonderful thing you're going to give away, and he's going to pay for postage anywhere in the world. The Amalfi.
I thought that was a Michael Caine film.
Oh, I have no idea, mate. I believe you. So, Con, Marcus, Harry, Tip.
It's a timber kit. A basic timber kit 4-stroke.
Rightio. So, madosmod@gmail.com. You've got till 10 past 8 to come up with the answer to what you think Bilge's most honourable World War II battle was. Okay? And he will send that to the winner.
And I have sent stuff to the States.
He will send it. And yeah, so we'd like to thank Bilge for his kind offering there.
Doesn't mean it got to the sender, but or the destination, but he sent it.
Well,
James,
see,
James thinking
there was going to be my 400 giveaway, but I just never got to it.
Oh, look, James has got puppy there.
Oh, well, what a sweetheart. Beautiful.
I'll see that one and make
again?
2 more.
What's her name again, James?
Bonnie.
Bonnie.
Bonnie the dog.
Hello, Bonnie.
That's
So,
a real man
Shane,
thing right there.
I could see your mind working there. Have you got an idea what his might be?
Don't
say it.
I do have a slight idea, but I'm not going to say it.
No, you don't want people just jumping in and going.
That's
you mean like last week?
Because I'm sure we've heard of him talk about this area before. So
many, many, many times.
So
yeah. We don't want to talk about, and not his battle with the tissues and a sock. But that's an ongoing battle.
I was almost going to say the Emu Wars, but that just would have been
a Lewis gun on emus. Was that fair?
Yeah, and the buggers.
Not honourable for the emus.
And nobody ever gave the emus guns to defend themselves, did they?
No. I've heard of cows with guns. I don't know what an emu would do with one.
Yeah. Unarmed
I don't know how
emus.
an emu would hold
What
one.
sort of society do we have here?
Yeah.
Imagine a cassowary had a gun. That'd be unstoppable.
Oh, geez.
Cassowaries don't need bloody guns with the thing on their head and the bloody daggers on the back of their feet, mate. You'll bleed out before.
But just imagine if it was armed, though, it'd be even worse.
Oh,
imagine a cassowary with a 50 cal. Oh, God.
Well, I'm sure if you got hit in the head by their helmet, it'd feel like being hit by a 50 cal.
We've got a bit of an excuse tonight from Chunk again, but we'll accept this one. Can we have some photos, please, mate? Not the ones off your OnlyFans page either.
All right.
What are you having for dinner, Chunk? And speaking of mums, Paul, how is mum?
So she's quite well, thank you. We spent the day in the garden, which is what she wanted to do. And now I'm absolutely...
Did you get her that new Stairmaster?
No.
A new treadmill?
She hasn't worn out the old one yet.
And Jeffro, did your lovely wife enjoy her present from Bandit?
Yeah, I think she did. Yeah.
Why did Bandit shit in the lounge room?
Indisposed at the moment. I don't know. She got a couple of plants. She got a plant for her office, and she got a chrysanthemum because that's what you give people for Mum's Day. And she got a plant for her office, and she got a new headlamp for camping. Did you like your Mother's Day present? There you go.
So, Kath.
From Cat's mouth.
Kath, we'd just like to all wish her a happy Mother's Day and a great effort raising her Jeffro. It's been brilliant. You've raised him well. He's turning out well. Fine young man.
Upstanding citizen.
Trauma.
She could see the humour in your comment.
Oh, well, obviously we're on the same wavelength. I mean, you just leave those things up in the jet stream.
Oh, yeah.
Good girl.
No, we had a nice day. We don't get to see my sister too often, even though she's only a half an hour away. So it's always nice to have lunch with her. And there's a traditional, there's a restaurant down at Urunga, about 20 minutes south, that used to be my mum's favourite. So we often go there for birthdays and Mother's Days and stuff like that. But this year we went to Bellow Pub and it was good. Nice.
Oh, very good, mate.
Nice food. Yeah.
Nice to hear, Chunk.
Chunk's having roast lamb with all the trimmings. Wonder
Awesome.
what everybody else is eating.
Great.
We've all seen Chunk's physique. I mean, geez, I bet he's first at the table there. Yep. Yeah, I'll take care of this. Yep. I've been recently watching a lot of people that have emigrated to our wonderful country, some Scots, some Poms, and some Americans. And it's a very, oh, mate, you're as spit as, I don't know. I don't want to say.
Council worker?
Yeah, no. But anyway, he said that. But yeah, watching, they've been, not the ones that have just, a couple have just arrived, but those have been here for about a year. And one of them, one of the Americans, and he was saying, what a barbecue, a normal Australian barbecue versus him being an American going to a barbecue.
I saw that yesterday.
Yeah, and it was what we take for granted. It's just wild. Like we're not worried about who you are, how much you earn, where you are in your job, how good your kids are doing at school. What part of society you kind of are. You just. And he was saying he had gotten to breathe. Like just couldn't believe you didn't have to wear bloody shoes. You could wear thongs. You could, your clothes. You didn't have to rock up, and it was just very interesting to see. Listen to the Poms as well when they try like our fish and chips, or they try a steak, and it was. I think we take it for granted in our country how lucky we actually do have what we have. So it made me realise a few things that I just, okay, right, yeah. But that's just our normal everyday life, and yeah,
what you have and what you don't have too.
Yeah, well, we really don't want for anything, Jimmy.
Cheap petrol.
We're happy with what we got.
Yeah,
Cheap petrol would be good.
Economy would be great, Jim, if you could give us one of those.
You don't want the man in the White House.
But
We'd like a leader with a spine.
We don't physically need him here anyway because we still suffer
He's
from his
omnipresent.
decisions.
Yeah, no kidding. I hear you, James. Yeah.
But I think
James, there'll be a knock at your door.
one of the things he was saying was, the American guy at least, he's saying, you go to an Aussie barbecue, it doesn't look like Australia Day there every day. You don't see flags flying around everywhere. He says, you go every barbecue he attended, and he used, he said it looked like 4th of bloody July every time you turned up. It was like nobody was relaxed. It was like, oh, okay, cool, yeah. But our budget comes out on Tuesday, Jim. Our national annual budget.
Yep.
And good news, we're broke again.
Still.
I bet.
Still,
but
sorry.
hang on. But we can afford to give Fiji $30 million to make sure that they have cheap fuel.
Yeah, oh yeah. No, but,
Well, they wouldn't use much.
Well,
so
no,
Apple-
that's right. But
okay. We need
Don't
to
get
sort
me
out
started
that here.
because I'll start bloody preaching about how our local councils have got to beg, borrow, and steal to try and provide basic.
I'm gonna have to sort out that. Have you got a set of thongs there for Apple? Anybody got some thongs on them?
pair of flip flops.
Not that sort of thong, Ethel.
No. Bilge, we don't want to see what you used to wear down low decks. These are thongs.
No wonder why they have crutch rot over there.
That's a pair of thongs, Ethel.
Hey, is that coal dust I see on those things?
Oh, hardly used. Well done, Bill.
There he's going out thongs.
Oh, okay.
There he's dress thongs.
The Sunday go to meeting thongs.
That's his church thongs.
Yeah. They're my going to the RE shoes.
Yeah. But no, it was just
with my stubby singlet and flannel.
It was fascinating to hear what we have here from the views of other people that have experienced in most of their entire life a whole different way of life to come here and then
yeah.
one of them said they could breathe.
Yeah,
he could
that's
actually
called
breathe.
living in a foreign. That's what's called seeing the world and embracing other cultures and finding out what it's like living elsewhere.
Yeah, well, he said there was in his job, and he's got a decent job. He said if he was in the US, the pressure to do the same job is north and south. Like the pressure is that far different in Australia to working in America.
As
And he's
far as
probably getting
what?
paid more than
Did
you.
he
Well, then
specify
the
what
pressure
he's
you're
talking
under,
about?
the pressure to perform
Hmm.
continually.
Because of the budget cuts where we are, we've been asked to do the jobs of one bloke's been asked to do the job of 3 workers.
Oh, that's same here in the States, Bill. That's nothing new. They call it lean production. They call that lean manufacturing. I had that at the last place I worked at full time. You perform many tasks.
We're gonna do what we can do, and if it's not good enough, well, sorry, we did our best.
The fact that we get 4 weeks holiday, the fact
well, that's yeah. There's a different relation between employee and employer. Definitely. Same thing with Europe. I mean, Italy shuts down in August, and people go on a 3-week holiday, I believe. There, there's a different look at that. I mean, and then you look at Japan, and they have a very different relationship with their labor.
But minimum wage and stuff like that, like
RDOs.
Jim is I'm a government level,
yeah.
So it's a little different.
Maybe so, Bilge, but the fact is that does exist elsewhere. That idea of many tasks, one person. Yeah, that's not. Yeah, that is. I'm sure it's going on. Well, let's see. People are from around the world in chat. Let's hear it from the folks in chat. What's going on?
And you've got 3 minutes 40 seconds.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, let's make it brief. We want to get back. I think I have an idea what Bilge's battle is, but I will wait till it's my opportunity to speak.
Right, Bilge. Going to put you on the big screen in about 2 minutes' time.
Good, I can prepare myself.
No, but put me last, eh?
No, you're going to be asking. You're going to be asking the people.
Copy that.
You're going to ask anybody in the chat who hasn't emailed, but that's okay.
I don't have access to chat, Buff, so you'll have to bring them up.
I will. I'll see. We've got 14 in here, and hopefully, now we're going to get Apple straight away. All right, because Athel is the most keenest man to answer any freaking question on the planet.
Even when he's not supposed to.
Even when he's not supposed to. You know? I mean, he would have been good on the meaning of life. Monty Python.
No, I could just picture Yosemite Sam just going, whoa, pony, whoa. When I mean whoa, I mean whoa.
I mean, back in his younger years, Athel, no.
Oh, Athel, you've done it again.
And that's World War I, you bullfed. You're even a war ahead of the question. Good God.
Oh, fuck.
But some of those guys probably weren't there.
To Athel.
Oh, you know that real dark now.
Good God, save my soul, please, Athel. You would have been just a rambunctious little place when you were working with the Pharaoh.
Don't shoot your wad yet, Athel. Just clench it for a second longer.
Oh, yeah. So we've got 20-odd seconds. Bilge, ask the question again.
All right. Everybody that's listening, what do you feel was your most honourable battle that you know of in World War II. So
World War
to
Three.
you,
Yeah,
Well,
we haven't got there yet.
World War II.
We're working on it.
What was your most honourable battle to you? Like, what battle that you know of that you found to be most honourable to yourself?
Now we're going to go with Athel. Athel, are you there, mate? Come in. Now, go, Athel, go. Type away. You got that space bar
World
fixed?
War II.
The second one.
World War II.
The one between 3 and 1.
So from 1939 to, was it 45 or 46?
So next one,
45.
David.
Athel, we're
Yeah.
waiting.
Do 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 do.
And also,
And be quick because I just fucking ran around.
What was Bilge's favourite? Most
Ah,
honourable. That was
that
the,
is
that's
your
the
guess,
question.
and y'all will have to wait till the end.
And it's a two-part question.
No. He was not born in World War II. The Battle for Berlin.
What's honourable about the Battle of Berlin?
Tell us, Athel. Talk
Yeah,
to us, young man.
What do you find most honourable about that battle? Now, it doesn't. They don't have to win. They don't have to lose. It's what you believe to be most honourable about that battle.
Oh, all right. Well, interesting. Okay.
I got one.
Rightio. We're going to leave that with Athel. So we're going to move on to who I'm not sure who's in chat still. So please, if you're in chat, pop your answers down now. What you think Bilge's the coming together of the Soviets and the Americans over the defeated Germans.
Are we talking about like Spandau when they met on the
Yeah, when they better
Spandau or something?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. The joining of the two allies prior to the Iron Curtain.
And what do you think Bilge's was, Athel? Can we have the music again, please, Jeffro?
Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Look, I'm going to download it. I'll see if I can find it on Spotify.
We'd probably get bloody done for it. So, who else is in chat? And not a clue how Bill's mind works. It really doesn't, but it's employed.
It's got a good enough.
Okay. So, Bill, pick a victim in the screen, mate. Who do you want to?
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Who do I want?
Wrong with Mo.
SJ's in.
Oh,
Hey,
okay.
Jane.
Tool time.
Hello,
Tool
Sarah.
time. Sarah Jane's here. Tool
What?
time.
Mr. Price.
Not a
front and
Muppet,
centre.
never will be.
Okay, it's not actually a battle as most people would call it. It happened towards the end of the war. It was when a B-17 was escorted home by the BF-109. He escorted him through the flak so the flak wouldn't fire on him. He actually
I'll honour that.
chased off
I'll honour
a
that.
couple of 190s, all because the German's commanding officer said, "You shall never shoot down a parachute." As far as he was concerned, they had surrendered. They were struggling to get home. I think 2 of the crew were dead, but it was at Christmas, so it would have been 1944. But the thing that got me about it was the pilot's name of the B-17 was Charlie Brown.
Wasn't a German's name Ziegler?
Yeah, Franz Stiegler.
Yeah.
Yeah, they became friends after the war when Franz moved to the States, and they looked each other up.
That's an honourable act. I'll honour that.
Yeah.
Very good.
So that's what I could come up with. I got
And
no
Bilges?
idea what Bilges think. No, I got no idea.
The Battle of the Bathtub.
No, we lost that ages ago.
Yeah, the soap on a rope died.
No, the rope rotted off, but
Okay. Right, pick another contestant.
eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Who am I gonna tow? I'm gonna pick on the cook.
And Sarah
yeah.
Jane has an answer.
Yeah, just
Which answer did you want to hear first?
okay. Your most honourable battle of World War II that you that you found most honourable. And then we go with what you think Bilge is going to be.
Do you know what? I'm going to say the Japanese surrender of World War II, because look how many of their commanders, captains, generals, whatever, would commit suicide in the field instead of being caught, and yet, one officer was made to sign the that surrender paperwork, and so he became the face of the end of World War II.
On that little ship called the Missouri.
So you're referring to the Bushido Code, where they commit what's it called?
Harikari.
Harikuri. Seppuku. That's it.
So so for him to not be able to get away from surrendering, not just himself, but the whole of Japan, would have been a big thing. So, and then I reckon for Bilge, the Battle of Kokoda.
We'll find out if that's correct
at the end.
At the end of this question time. Now, SJ's got an answer. She's got racing starting soon. So, please give us your answer, and you'll find out once we've been through everybody, and your favourite battle, most honourable battle. We're waiting for the. And while we're waiting for SJ, did you want to pick another one there, Bilge?
Dusty.
I'm not playing.
Yes, you are. You got sent the question.
Yeah, I cannot find anything. It's not my.
It's not your thing.
No, I could not find thing.
Next time, Dom. Okay, Jim. Bilge, pick another one.
Yeah, no, go with Jim.
We need a headshot here, please.
Oh, all right.
We don't need to see piano hands.
Let's see. Most honorable battle for me would have been hard to think of something in such a miserable event like the Second World War. But as Paul illustrated, there are moments where humans can act human.
Humanely.
Oh my God! I guess I would say battle. Honorable. Ugh. Can't think of anything in the Pacific because that was just one fucking savage fight after another. I don't know. I mean, you think there was a moment of humanity anywhere in the Pacific between enemies? I mean,
it doesn't have to be humanitarian, Jim. It just has to be.
I know. But when I think of the word honorable, I think of something over and above
you
killing.
feel for yourself that's just like, it gives you pride,
Makes you feel
they
good.
won, they lost, it doesn't matter, but they stood for what they stood for, and they did what they did because of what they believed in.
All right. Well, then
Can I help you out, Jimmy?
I'd have to say, oh man. Gosh, I thought I had a couple ideas in my head. No, it blasted out. I would have to say, I'll tell you what. I'm going to go with one that, and this is based on reading, childhood, and seeing the film, which was made not long after the event. The Battle of Wake Island in December of 1941, where the Americans actually turned back the initial attempt by the Japanese to land, sunk the first warships the Imperial Navy lost in the Pacific War, and stood them off. They wound up getting slaughtered, and the civilians were captured, and those that were left behind on Wake Island were beheaded sometime in 1943. The rest, whoever managed to survive, did it in either China or Japan or somewhere else. So I'd say Wake Island. Yeah, Wake Island. And if you don't know what it is, you don't know what it is, then Google it. You'll find it.
Take call, Jim.
I'm going to go with what I thought. Siege of Tobruk.
All right. That'd leave Jeffro.
Okay, I can think of two, one of which I just thought of in the last couple of minutes, but my main one, which I've actually been looking forward to telling this story, in Normandy, and I've been to this place when the Pres and I went to Normandy, in the southern sector of the American drop zones, two American medics of the 501st, Robert Wright and Kenneth Moore, parachuted near a church in the village of Angerville, Oakland. And being medics, the first thing they do as soon as they landed is that they started looking for a possible aid station for what they knew was going to be a pretty bloody battle. Sorry?
You want me to add photos yet?
Yeah, please. Yep. And that's the church. And what they did, so this area was occupied by a Fallschirmjäger battalion, a pretty good one. And so they set up in this church because they knew that it was going to be a pretty good building for an aid station. It was pretty solid walls and stuff like that. So what they did, one of them, one was 19, the other one was 20. And one of them, he took his Red Cross insignia off his pack and he put it on the door, which they sort of assumed that everybody seeing that would realise that it was an aid station. And so it wasn't long before they started collecting casualties, and they bring them into the church. And I thought it was a good idea for an aid station because the pews were made good sort of stretches to put everybody on. So they were in there for a while and they started building up in casualties. And so, but before we could you put up the next one, please? Okay, so this church, the historian showed us this church is 700 years old, as is a lot of old churches over in Europe. And it was so old that cross there was put there by a knight on the way to the Crusades.
It's a Knight Templar's cross.
Yeah. So that was kind of cool. No, not so fast. You're going crazy. You're going mad. What are you doing? Oh my. Okay. So yeah, and ironically, I could mention this now. This church was used as a sanctuary for two. they were like, I think they were like monks or something like that. And they were kind of medics of the time who were treating anybody engaged in battles and wars and things like that. And they used this church for pretty much exactly the same thing as what this church became known for. Can't think of the name, St. Dominic, I think, ironically, and St. something else, I can't remember. Anyway, next one, please. All right, so this church, that's a bloodstain. There are bloodstains all up and down these pews. You can still see them today. Yeah, it's kind of poignant going to this church. You go in there and you see all sorts of things like this. You see there's spang all over the walls. There's bloodstains on the pews that are still there. And the church is really, it's become like a revered sort of a sanctuary for people.
Hello.
Next one, please.
Hello, Pete.
Okay, so this door, this is the back door. And as they were treating, as they were treating all their casualties there, this door flung open and a German Fallschirmjäger standing there holding an MG34. And everybody's shitting themselves thinking, oh Christ, we're gonna get sprayed here. But then this guy, he looks around, and one of the rules that one of these medics put up was that you had to leave all your weapons at the front door. You weren't allowed to bring any weapons into the aid station. So it was completely neutral. So this Fallschirmjäger comes in and looks around, sees that there's no threat there. There's just casualties and 2 medics and no weapons. And so he reverses out, walks backwards, and there was a guy, his assistant was there with him, and the guy with the MG34 got killed a couple of months later, but one of these medics actually caught up with his assistant and told him that what happened was the guy with the machine gun, he backed out, and he must have been a Catholic. He made a sign of the cross and shut the door and went off somewhere else. And they talked about it later on, and what he told his assistant was, he said, well, I can't go in there and kill anybody. It's an aid station, and no, that's hallowed ground. So can't do that. So anyway, next one, please. Okay. This is from some Germans that didn't know it was an aid station. They thought a church tower would make a good observation post, and so they started sending mortars into the church. And one mortar shell came down. They only fired 2 or 3, but this one came down through the church tower and down onto the floor, and it was a dud. And it landed right next to one of the medics and a heap of wounded and everything. And that tile is where the mortar shell landed on the floor. So, next one. Okay. This and the next one, this is some stained glass windows they put in this church to one of these 2 medics. They eventually started taking German casualties as well, so there were just as many German casualties as there were American, and they treated them just like the Americans. They looked after them as best they could, because they only had, one guy had about 3 months experience training, the other guy had about 3 weeks, and they only had whatever medical supplies they had, which were pretty poor. But they looked after them as best they could. So, yeah. Next one. When you're ready.
Hang on.
Yeah, that's just the next one. Yeah. Okay. Now, this is Robert Wright, and Robert Wright came to this church in his, obviously in his later years, and he actually ended up requesting that his ashes were interred there in the churchyard. So you go there, you can see Robert Wright's, could be Kenneth Moore, but I don't think so. I think it's Robert Wright. He's interred in the churchyard there. So you can go and see his grave. And so these 2 medics, they stayed there. The area around there was occupied by the Germans and the Americans, and the Americans and the Germans, and eventually the Americans pulled out to go somewhere else, but the medics stayed to treat all their wounded guys, and they stayed there. And the Germans honoured them being there. They didn't try and capture them or anything like that. They just left them there to do whatever they did. And eventually the Americans recaptured it again. And yeah, so that's it.
Very
Robert
cool,
Wright and Kenneth Moore.
Very cool.
Very good.
And it's awfully interesting to go to a place like that, because it was a very good historian who he actually wrote a book about the whole thing called Angels of Angerville, I think. Yeah.
You remember the name?
I'm sorry?
You remember the name of the tour guide?
Paul Woodhatch.
Oh yeah, World War II TV. Paul Woodhatch.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Yeah. Great man.
Excellent guy.
Great man. Yeah, I love his stuff.
Yeah.
Yep.
One, he'll have you pissing yourself laughing 1 minute and have you in tears the next.
Yep. I can imagine so. He's a great,
And he actually had met them. He knew both those guys. He came back there with them, and I think he actually even met the German assistant as well. So he was able to speak to all of them about the whole thing, and he wrote a book about it. Yeah, so it was a good thing to go to. So I thought that was a pretty good.
Well researched, well thought about.
Yeah, really well done, Jeff.
And the answer to Bilge's question.
Bugger if I know. Not a clue.
No, that probably
I had that one.
you can't use what Paul used.
Je ne sais pas.
Okay, very good. And SJ has gone with
Santa. Oh, Operation Pedestal.
But alternately, she likes the guys that depended on the Kokoda Trail, saying they weren't fully professional.
Oh yeah, I know what she's talking about. Yeah, the convoy. Yeah, the one that went through the Western Mediterranean to Malta. Is that the one? Am I speaking correctly?
Yeah, right there on the page. A convoy that had to get through the North Africa area would have been lost quite literally. Harry's come up with Harry Curry and Sapuka are not exactly the same, but they both follow the Bushido code of practice. Peter Scale Modelers in. Welcome, mate. And SJ said she's been there, Jeffro. And, yep. Peter
Thought you
Scale
probably would
Modelers
have, Sarah, yeah.
Monte.
Papa, front and center.
Yeah,
Well,
that's what I thought. Yeah, that was the one in August of 42.
Well, I'm not guessing yours. I know what yours is. You've mentioned it to me privately many times, so I'm not going down that road. But I would like, I bet she's all going, oh, he's going to go Battle of Britain, Spitfire. But I'm not. I'm going with the Great Escape.
A lot of good men lost. A lot of good men lost.
That was an honorable battle.
Because not only were those men executed and murdered,
yes,
their reason for escaping had nothing to do with I want to go home. It was to occupy the German forces, to save lives, pretty much, to distract them so that their fellow whatever country that was wiping them out could wipe them out without losing a lot more people. And you've probably all seen the movie, maybe watch documentaries. The ingenuity, the sacrifice, to go without, so the amount of self-sacrifice, that's what I found honourable. And they pretty much knew, well, they weren't told, hey, if you go, we're going to kill you, but we're going to execute you. Yeah. But they knew what they were doing was high risk, not only
Very
just
much
digging
so.
those tunnels,
Yep.
the risk of being caught digging the tunnel, let alone the risk of completing what they'd set out to do, that mission they'd set out to do, and the end result of that. Call me a pussy, whatever you want. I actually cry when I watch that. Because I think, yeah, like you just laid everything on the line, and not for your own freedom. I'm sure there might have been a couple that had that in them, and that's okay. I mean, who wants to be in a POW camp? But the sacrifice they made for the greater good. Oh, yeah. That's my view on that. So yeah, that's my favourite honourable battle moment of World War II.
Those
Yes,
guys were in a battle. They were in a battle.
The Battle
for
of
their
Britain.
life.
The Battle of Britain. Yeah. Oh, I'll get a bit aroused over that, but yeah, the Great Escape, self-sacrifice that way, number one. But there would have been many other instances, and yeah, that's just the one I've chosen. So, and SJ's still with us, which is great. She'd like me to die for some reason. Convoy was decimated.
Oh yeah, she limped into That was that poor ship. She fought hard and made it.
Yes, the Ohio. Yes, it was a tanker that was ripped to shreds and somehow made it into port. From what I've heard and read, there's a British crew that manned her, and it's a real Allied effort getting through under incredible odds. And yeah, they were literally decimated. Is correct. They lost so many ships, but still the most critical one.
I'm pretty sure if I remember enough, the Ohio was up to the scuppers.
Yes, and the scuppers meaning almost a deck, right?
The harbor. Anyway, Buff, what do you think?
I'm not going down the road. I'm not answering it. I know it. So
really, you think?
I know you literally. We've had the conversation where you told me. So I'm not going down the road. I don't need to. I've got 4 wooden ships here. I'm not going down it. So anybody who won, who lost, Bilge?
Arctic Convoy.
Nobody yet.
Battle of Brisbane.
Yeah.
All right.
The Arctic Convoy from Murmansk.
This one would most likely be really dear and near to a certain Buffer's heart, because if he served on DD-39, he'd know her sister's history.
Great.
The ship
greatest ship
would
in the
not
Navy.
die.
I'm sure James says it as well. He just won't say it out loud.
What ship am I talking about, Buff?
What's that, James? You're telling the story, mate. Go ahead.
Yeah, keep going, Bilge.
I already spat it. I said DDG 39. What ship is that, Buff?
That'd be the greatest Hobart. The greatest. Actually, when Noah was deciding on what to make build the ark on, he looked at the Hobart.
What was one of her sisters? And I'm not talking about 41 either.
Why not?
Because she had another famous sister, the ship that would not die. And an American ally died beside her in the Straits of
Voyager.
Hey?
The Voyager.
To Perth and Houston.
Yep. They were outnumbered. They were outgunned. They knew they were done, but they went in anyway. They spent every last round they had.
Oh yeah, the Battle of Java Sea.
No, not Battle of Java Sea. Java Sea happened before Sunda Strait. They were actually escaping from Java Sea. They got into the Sunda Strait. They ran into a Japanese invasion force. They were outnumbered. They were outgunned. They had bugger all ammunition left. But
we had rocks.
the skipper went, we're going in. And they both went in, both the Houston and the Perth. They went in and they fought like fucking lions and they died like lions. That is my pick.
They did. Well, it looks like nobody's won.
That's right.
So, are you're still putting that up for?
We'll have to make it for the next. We'll have to make it then for the prize for the next.
I certainly can, because that kit's a cakewalk for me. I'd build that with my eyes shut.
Right. So what we're going to do? Yorktown was torpedoed and rebuilt by the crew. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. She was. You talking about at Midway, Athol? Because originally they had abandoned ship, then they came back to her when they realized those Yorktown class. Same with Hornet at Santa Cruz. The damn thing wouldn't go down. The Japanese almost captured her. They wanted to tow her back to Tokyo, and the Americans kept slamming torpedoes into it, and the damn thing wouldn't go down. Same with Yorktown. She was a tough ship. They reboarded her, corrected the list, counter-flooded, got damage control, got the boilers back online, got the power to the ship. She was being towed, and I-68 slammed 2 torpedoes into her, and she went down on a 6 and but you know what? Had they brought her back to Pearl, she would have had to go back to either Washington State, Bremerton, or New York, the Naval Yard at Philadelphia. She was so beaten up.
She was what they call
she would have been out of the war a year easy.
So what we're going to do,
I can think of 2 more
last week, is next weekend is you wear your favourite headdress, your lid, your hat, your whatever. Now, if you're in the chat, if you want to do a funny selfie with a bloody hat on, please put it in. I'll bloody put it in. I'll grab all the photos and just email them to me. And everybody, like Jeffro and I, will be wearing the SWB headdresses. And Dom, if you've got a funny hat besides your toupee you wear, your perfect hair, that you will wear, that'd be great. Jim's got his favourite hat. It might not be the Heisenberg bilge. I don't know. Your YMCA days, mate. Indian headdress. Maybe the.
I've got a choice for you. I'll have to scrounge.
Yeah. I have no idea what James is going to wear, but that'll be a mystery. Actually, I think that's what we should. That's what we should. Don't say it, James. That'll be. Don't bring it out next Sunday night.
Trying to see if I've got something.
Oh, you'll find something. You'll find something.
He'll probably go to the kitchen and get his cook's hat.
I mean,
oh, mate, do you know what? They all went in the wheelie bin. I used them as garage rags and checking the cleaning the dipstick when doing the oil on the car, and they were some of the first things that went in the fucking garbage bin.
Tell us how you feel.
Well, how about this? If Bilge doesn't put his gimp mask on next week, we'll guess what, James. It's up to you. We're going to try and guess what sort of hat you'll wear next week.
I wouldn't even know what sort of hat I'd wear next week. I'd probably fucking forget about
when you
wearing
turn
a hat
up.
next week.
When you turn up with whatever sort of lid you're going to throw on, and a saucepan doesn't count. I reckon that's what we do. That would you be able to give it away with that build? If we can guess what James is going to wear, what wig, what bloody hat, whatever. What do you reckon about that?
Well, hang on. What's next week? The 15th, 16th, 17th. Let me just check first that I'll actually
Check the diary.
that I'll be home.
Is that really
should be.
worthy?
I'd
should
like to
be
see
home yet.
Apple in a wig. It'd be good for him to have some hair. That's the outside voice, Ethel. Sorry, mate.
Hey, you know, going on about
Okay,
that
guys,
other-
I got to go.
Oh, Dom.
Right,
Why are you
All
going
right,
to go?
mate. You
Hey,
have a
Dom.
good day.
Bye,
Okay,
Dom.
Dom.
Hey, Dom.
Take care,
Hey,
buddy.
Bye. See you later.
Those with a bit of Australian military history, there was a ordinary seaman who went down with what was left of his boat, still strapped to the gun on the front of his boat, trying to shoot down Japanese aircraft.
Oh,
On a
geez,
boat.
I wonder if
On a
that was
boat, you
Teddy
say?
tuning.
Did he see him?
That's the one. And, you know, it was only 3-4 years ago they actually awarded him the VC.
I know.
Yeah, we move quick here, don't we?
Yep.
HMAS
And Ben
Armado.
Robert Smith gets his ripped off him.
Yeah. Yep.
That was almost going to be my pick for tonight, James.
All right. Yep.
That was almost going to be my pick for
Yeah.
tonight, but after doing a bit of research, it was just like, yeah, nah, Perth has got it.
Yeah.
Has
You know,
anybody
another
got
big-
Operation Cowboy?
Fellow servicemen, what do we think about Ben Robert Smith? Criminal? What the government's doing to him?
I think it's
Yes.
criminal that the government's doing it to him. And it just
Political.
goes to show the lack of the
pack
spine.
mentality as well. What was the
I think-
outside influence? Was he acting alone? Like,
Well, I don't know if you could say, ask, was he acting alone? Because he never was alone.
exactly.
Bit of a lack of spine, you know, within the former hierarchy that have abandoned him.
Like, what about the ABC trying to rip up that other bloke?
Other bloke.
Yeah, the other one they tried to bloody court-martial, saying that he was firing on unarmed civilians. But
Oh
the
yeah,
ABC
and then they got caught out that they added in those machine gun shots in
Yeah.
audio. Yeah,
It was like
yeah.
bloody. What is that? What was that Arnold Schwarzenegger movie? Running Man, where they've got the footage. Plastic. Yeah, where they Ben Roberts was his name too, I think.
How you doing, Paul?
Hey,
Good to see
Plastic.
you. Thanks for stopping by.
Have you ever watched The Running
Hey,
Man?
Mikey.
I've heard of it, never saw it.
No,
Well, it starts off-
David King book.
Yeah, he starts off and he's sitting up in this chopper, and he wouldn't fire on unarmed civilians, and then they edited it for this game show that he's absolutely wasting all his population, and they sentence him to death. You know, like this game show. But Arnie was back, so it was all good. But it's the
on
same
same
thing.
note too, Buff, you could also flip it back to, you know, Vietnam, where the Hueys flying across rice paddies, and some trigger happy M60 door gunners just spraying shit for the hell of it.
Yeah.
What
Are
happened
you
to
going
them?
to take a risk with a 60? They're not the most accurate weapon.
Still, it
Nor
happened.
are most of the ones using them.
Nope. Spray and pray. What
That's
doesn't
why
get
they
hit?
use. That's why they use 300 rounds for a 60-round target.
Yep. I've had the pleasure of firing that weapon often.
So
when I was
we
an
can have
A-res
this
in
debate
Fairfield.
until the cows come home, get milked, and then go back out into the paddock. It's unless you were
Yeah.
there, you don't know.
That's
Exactly.
Oh, my old man did. Well, he was there, so
Oh,
No, but what I'm talking about, Buff, is the original context of the conversation. Unless you were there, you don't know.
that's
yeah.
right.
Well, he's given me a fairly graphic description of what happened. So, and he was there. So, but the thing is,
and some of the apparent witnesses have been paid by the media.
yeah,
All their legal fees and accommodation and travel and all that was all paid for by the media. So of course they're going to get a biased report.
yep. Yeah, here's a beautiful suite with all you can eat and all you can drink and
Yep.
business class airfares. And oh, by the way,
Yep.
can you just have a look at this to read?
Yep.
If you're asked this question, please provide this answer.
Yep. But
Which
anyway,
is really sad
How
considering
can you
about
send
what the Brotherhood
people defending your country
died,
against the wall?
led for, stood up for back in the day, and now it's turned to this. The Brotherhood.
Yeah, like, how can you send people to the wall that they didn't go
Well,
over there?
no one's going to want to join and deploy if that's how they're going to be treated when they come home.
It'd be like, oh no, we're going to make you a stoker. I'm like, well, what do you want to join? Why do you want to see the whole of the ship?
I'm sure you gentlemen have. I'm sure you gentlemen have seen the film Breaker Morant.
Yep.
Yeah.
Outstanding film, one of my favorites of all time. The one man who was not executed wrote a book called Scapegoats of the Empire, and this sounds like it's one of those examples of that the powers that be who send these people into battle are shocked, mind you, that you're committing such horrible atrocities.
Yeah, okay.
Sounds to me like it's similar that they're just being distanced by the people that put them there.
Yep.
Am I getting warm on that or am I not?
Yep.
Sorry, Sarah
Yep.
Jane.
But it happened on all sides, Jim.
Well, I understand
Yeah,
that, Bill, but we're talking about this one particular incident that James is bringing up.
But again,
Yeah,
you've got to look at the situation of different walls. World War One, the Axis wall, one uniform. Everybody had uniforms. Vietnam, who's who in the zoo?
Well,
Iraq,
that's how things have
Iran,
changed.
Afghanistan. Yeah. Who is who?
Yep. That's right.
Are you going to shoot me? No. Okay, thank you. Just couldn't tell because of what you were wearing. You know, are you a friend or a foe?
Just quickly, guys, I have to go. I'll catch you next week, right?
Right, mate. Looking forward to what
James.
what's in the head.
Yeah,
Right,
buddy.
take care. Bye.
Bye, Jane.
Right.
Yeah, just the rules of engagement in
Before this spirals into a fucking rabbit hole of bullshit.
Oh,
Yeah, we really have fallen down one, haven't we?
That's what I've gotten done tonight. I actually got that side done tonight.
Cool.
Nice, very nice.
that looks
Did that
great.
unbelievable.
earlier.
Bill, you're doing fantastic, mate.
I've given the whitewash a little bit more of a coat, and that's that side. And I've just got a little bit more do down the arse end, and yeah, hopefully it's gonna look all right. So yeah.
Looks great now.
Anyway,
SJ's
you got
got
done?
some F1 and Indy cars on the go.
Yeah, I see that.
Well, I'm not worthy. I know of that because I can't do an F1 car. Fuck no. I'm flat out trying to get a hot rod looking good.
Has anybody
Okay.
heard of Operation Cowboy?
Yippee-ki-yay.
towards the end of the war in
I
Europe.
was in the bedroom with my missus.
Oh no! Is that why you live in a shipping container now?
That's why he's got shares in Bond socks.
So, towards the end of the war in Europe, Patton's army was getting very close to, wasn't far from Vienna. I can't remember exactly where it was. Are we familiar with the Lipizzaner stallions?
No.
Again?
The famous white horses that used to perform?
Dancing horses.
Oh, yes, yes.
El Caballo
Yeah,
Blanco.
Okay. So there was a German guy who was basically, I can't remember exactly. He goes to the Americans and he says, look, we've got all these famous horses. The guy was a famous horseman in Germany or something, and he liked horses. So he goes to somehow gets through the lines and goes to the Americans and he says, look, we've got all these famous Lipizzaner stallions in this town, which is fast being approached by the Russians. And we know what the Russians are going to do with horses because they're all very hungry and the Russians like to eat horses. So this German goes to the Americans. He says, look, we'll show you how to get there. All we want you to do is save the horses before the Russians get there. And it's rumoured that Patton actually gave permission to this, but then I've read that apparently he didn't know anything about it. So anyway, so either way, they get a bunch of guys together and a bunch of German soldiers somehow meet up with them, and they, because there's SS everywhere. So they get through and they rescue like 500 of these Lipizzaner stallions, which you can go to see today in Vienna. And they're there because all these Americans, they go through and they get all these horses. Literally, they're going out one end of the town while T-34s are coming in the other end. And so they made it by about 5 minutes. And I always thought that was a really cool story.
It is a
So
cool
that
story.
bloodline of horses still exists.
Sorry?
That bloodline of horses still exists.
Yeah, I've seen them. Seen them in Vienna.
Very
Yeah.
cool. Very
Yeah.
cool.
Saw him at
That's a good story.
Campbelltown.
Very prestigious
El
animal.
Caballo Blanco.
That's the one. So
And there's
how's
the
it
other
going?
one.
Time, George.
There's the other one where those there were Germans holding some political prisoners or famous generals or something in a castle in southern Germany, and they go to the Americans and they said, "Listen, can you come and help us hold off this castle against the SS?" And so they did, and so Wehrmacht soldiers and American soldiers held off this castle against the SS for about 3 days. That's it. I've got nothing else.
Well, bloody brilliant. Well, on that note, folks, we are heading down the road at 2 hours.
Crap.
Thank you again. Thank you for tuning in again to everybody on Tuesday night for the North Carolina build. Really appreciate you. Don't forget next week. Yeah, we're all going to be wearing our hats, our headdress, whatever crazy shit. If we can guess what James is going to wear, Bilge is going to give us everybody another shot at winning that ship of his. So very
Really?
good.
You're going to make me wear a cover inside?
Yep, absolutely. Because it's not really inside where you are; it's more like a cupboard.
Yeah.
So you'd be like getting dressed inside the cupboard. Hey, you and I have both been. You're in the room now. I'm just looking at where you're hanging up with your covers. It's okay. You'll be right, mate. You'll get through one night, even if it's
What
just for
about
5
yourself?
minutes.
What about yourself?
I'll be.
You should know
I've
that.
got mine ready to rock and roll, mate.
No covers inside.
Yeah, but this is not inside. This is my stay space.
Is that a Navy thing or a religious thing?
It's So you never wear covers in the Navy when you're on a ship or on a boat indoors, because literally, if you're even on a land base, you're still on a ship. So
no covers inside.
No, but here, which isn't the HMAS Calliope, I'll be wearing. Yeah, and yours isn't the HMAS. Where the fuck am I?
No, this is the slipway.
No, just no. I've been there. There's no fucking no. There's not no. But anyway, next week we're wearing covers inside just for one night only. That covers, for those who don't know, hats, wigs. Paul, a wig, advanced hair. Yeah.
Nah.
Paul's already got his cover.
No, he's got to come up with something different.
Killing.
Something different. Jim,
Okay.
are you going to wear your Heisenberg, you reckon, or we just got to guess what you're wearing?
Probably so. Yeah. If not, then it might be something else. But if it is something else, I won't mention it until I wear it next week.
I reckon if you get like your porridge, Jim, get a Sharpie, a black Sharpie like this. You looking?
Yeah.
And just do a little circle. You and Charlie Brown, mate.
No, it's I
pretend you got hair for a second.
A little wire across his.
Yeah, that's it. That's what you're after. But again, Tuesday night, folks, 7 p.m. I'll be continuing on, and hopefully I've got a tool ready for SJ.
No, we don't want to see that buff. We'll get the string closed down.
Yeah, probably. But I will be showing you, as I said before, I'll just turn this down.
He's been building black cardboard.
So I will be hand making. Let me get that up on full screen. Some extra railing.
It looks so good when it's done fresh.
Yeah, so I'll be hand making that. Some more extra stuff on top of the PE that came with it. So, yeah. And again, thank you, everybody. And that does turn up tonight, Tuesday nights. We really do appreciate it. And we'll, move that back up there. So until then, folks, from all of us here, thanks, Pete. As I always say, it's all good and catch you later, but, well, it's bye from us here in the studio. Thank you very, very much. Stay safe.
Next
and
time,
again, happy Mother's Day.
Hi, everyone.
Huzzah!
Huzzah!